Elizabeth is in Birmingham. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Hi, Dave. Hi, Ken. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
Well, my husband and I actually filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy back in May. And, guys, this is a decision that we are regretting right now. At the time, just long story short, we were in a bad financial place earlier this year. I had lost my job, and so we were working the baby steps. We were on baby step number 2 when all this happened. And I think in a panic of realizing that we were down to one income, we panicked and did some stupid things and got into more debt, and then realized that, hey, we got to pay this off. How are we going to do it? We weren't looking at the bigger picture, and so we filed for Chapter 13. And fast forward to today, we're in a much better place. I have a great job. My husband's doing well. And, guys, we do well every month, except that pesky payment that we have is really cutting into our monthly income. And we're in gazelle mode right now. We're selling everything that we can sell. We had a yard sale, and we're doing good and bringing in extra money. But in bankruptcy, you can't, you get that payment and you got to stick with it. And we have an appointment with our bankruptcy attorney later this week to actually see about just getting out of bankruptcy, just canceling it altogether and taking on the task ourselves. And we would love to get y'all's opinion on whether you think we should do this or just keep at it with Chapter 13.
Okay. Well, first, let's establish a couple of things. Once the file has been opened on you at the courthouse, that's where the phrase comes from, filing bankruptcy. And a number has been assigned to you, so you have filed bankruptcy. You cannot unfile bankruptcy. You can voluntarily dismiss a Chapter 13, but if anyone ever asks the question, have you ever filed bankruptcy, the answer for the rest of your life is yes.
Okay.
Me too, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. I filed Chapter 7 in 1988. So,
Right.
Me too. Been there, done that. And 7's a lot worse than 13. So, but that's really a misnomer, because right now what you're asking about is the cash flow and what kind of risk and stuff have you got. So what kind of debts do you have?
Our biggest one, guys, we have 2 car payments. And our cars we owe more on them than they were worth at the time. Now, since we filed, I don't really know the standing. We also had about $25,000 in credit card debt and about $6,000 in personal loans, no student loans, and that's all we have at this time.
Okay, and what do you owe on the 2 cars?
The 2 cars right around probably $30,000 each.
Okay, and you think they're worth somewhere in that vicinity?
Probably a little bit less, probably around, I think we could, it may be more just depending on how the market is right now. But I would say, Dave, probably around 26 or 27,000 at least.
Okay. All right. And so what do you guys make now? What's your household income now?
Our household income per month net after health insurance, taxes, and all that, we're looking right around $5,100 a month. And then the bankruptcy is running.
Now, what's your house payment?
We rent, and our payment is $1,400 a month.
Okay. All right. So the way you can kind of analyze this is pretend like you took a baseball bat and you hit a hornet's nest and you threw the hornet's nest in a closet and closed the door. Okay? You're getting ready to open the door.
Oh, Lord.
All of these people are not mildly pissed. They're going to come after you with everything they got, and you got to have a plan for taking care of every one of them if you're going to open the door. Okay? So you need more information on the cars. Can you get out of these cars? Because you probably need to sell both of them.
Yes, sir, we can. We've actually got a little bit of money from just the gazelle intent of selling everything stashed aside to where if we needed to pay the difference, we could.
And then you're going to get something to drive for cash.
Yes, sir. We'll have to.
What was the 6,000? The 25,000 was credit card debt, and the 6,000 was what?
Personal loans.
Okay. To who?
Let's see, just lenders in general. Audio credit was
like personal
one
lines
of
of
them. Yes,
credit.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
They're going to be the worst versus credit cards
Okay.
because they're basically bottom feeders, and
Okay.
they're going to come after you really, really aggressively. So you're going to knock those out really, really fast. The credit card companies are incompetent, inefficient. So
Yes.
the how aggressively they chase you will take them time. During
Okay.
that time, you need to just be on the phone with one at a time of them and get a payment plan going. If
Okay.
you just start paying them payments, most of the time, 99% of the time, you can shut them up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but you can't just ignore them because
Right.
now you've got no protection because federal bankruptcy filing puts a stay, an injunction, like telling a dog stay, on
Hmm.
all of the creditors. They can't touch you. They're the hornets in the closet with the door closed. When you
Right.
voluntarily dismiss, you open the door, and out
Right.
come all the hornets. So
Yes.
you need a bug spray, you need fly swatter, you need
Okay.
a hood that's on your head or whatever it is, whatever metaphor we want to do here to keep all this crap from getting at you, right? And
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, go ahead and dumping the cars and so forth. All of that'll work. By the way, inside the Chapter 13, you can probably get the trustees' permission to do the car deals
Okay.
and dump the car
Okay.
deals and get your cars all situated and, pay the payment for 1 or 2 more months. All of the payments you're paying is going towards your debts anyway. You're not losing any money by paying payments because you're going to be paying payments after you come out of this. So you're still going to have payments, and there's still going to be a bunch of them. You just want to make sure you got a plan. But I'm with you. If you can step out of that 13, you probably can manage it more efficiently than you can inside the 13 if you're willing to dump these cars especially. Wow. Lesson learned. Bankruptcy is not something you do impulsively because I'm scared. This is The Ramsey Show.